Hi, I'm Karen, and I'm here to tell you what crying babies want and how to stop them crying. Yes, and it's not rocket science, it's just a bit of information about what's going on when babies are crying, which is very similar, if not identical, to what's going on when we're crying. We're all humans. You and I are humans. Adults are humans, teenagers are humans, children are humans, and babies are humans. And so, as humans, we cry for a certain number of reasons. We might be physically uncomfortable, we might be physically in pain, we might be scared, we might be hurt, we might be cold, or we might just be trying to come to terms with something, as in we cry when we're grieving for something. So there's quite a few reasons why we could be crying. And if you're worried about your baby crying because you think your baby's crying too much and you can't stop your baby crying, it's like driving you mad, or you're getting really worried, is there something wrong here? Well, probably not. Quite possibly your baby is crying because they need to cry and they just need you to be relaxed and listen to them. So it's the same kind of thing that happens with us. If I fall over and I bang my knee and it hurts enough that I need to cry, then it's really nice if somebody comes along and says, "Oh, ouch, you banged your knee, let me hold your hand and sit with you while you're crying." I mean, obviously bandage it up first or whatever, but then just because it's hurting, you might need to cry. And at some point, you'll stop crying. And it's the same with babies. And we don't know with babies what's going on because they can't tell us in words. They can't say, "Oh, I'm crying now because yesterday I was really hungry and you didn't notice, nobody noticed I was really hungry, and I was like really hungry for like ages." Who knows, can feel a long time maybe if you're hungry for 3 minutes and nobody notices, and maybe you're starving and nobody noticed and you were crying. So it's like, yeah, that's why you're crying, because yesterday you were hungry and nobody noticed and it was really upsetting and you just need to tell somebody about it now. So there could be all sorts of reasons. All sorts of things happen to all of us every day. And as a baby, babies don't know exactly what's going on. I mean, they've only just been born. What on earth is going on? They come into this world that they've never met before. And, some of it's really nice and snuggly and cuddly and love and nice food and stuff. And some of it's a bit scary. And maybe the lights are too bright. And maybe they get put down in a room on their own and they're only tiny. Oh my goodness, what's going on? And then maybe it's dark and it's a bit cold, or, it's like, wow, this is such a new world for babies. I mean, of course, some things are going to be lovely and they're going to feel great, and some things are going to be scary. Some things are going to be uncomfortable. Some things are going to be unpleasant. Some things are going to be lonely, because that's life for all of us, from babies to adulthood. That's life. And yeah, as adults, we've learned to come to terms or just expect a lot of those things so we don't make a fuss anymore. As you may have noticed, children make more of a fuss. But the crying isn't the hurting. The hurting is when you feel cold or uncomfortable or somebody's been mean to you. That's the hurting. The crying might happen very soon after the hurting, but it's actually the healing. So you don't need to worry about something that's a healing mechanism. The crying doesn't hurt your baby, it heals your baby. So that's kind of the good news. And I'm hoping that, thinking about that and knowing that would just help you to